With Tesla stock falling or simply consolidating while the rest of the market rises, you could be thinking that everyone is selling their position or people simply short the stock. But the interesting part is some are buying. 15 institutional firms are buying Tesla stock as reported by the new 13F filing. Some is just normal stock rotation, which we see all the time. Rotation of stocks or sectors are normal. Also regular trading activity to profit from the volatility in either direction. We are seeing a shift from retail investors to institutional investors at this point. Today we're talking about the shift in Tesla investors and of course some other news that just recently happened, like the cost of the repair, the damage caused by an arson attack at Giga Berlin. We'll talk about Ford planning to copy Tesla with a $25,000 EV. A little input from Musk's and Don Lemon's interview. Shell closing a large number of gas stations to make space for EV chargers. The Cybertruck and the 4680 battery progress, and it's beautiful. Welcome to my channel where I give you the latest Tesla news. The only way to achieve greatness in life is to have patience, consistency, and discipline. David Goggins. The recent 13F filing is a form that institutional investors managers must file every quarter. A 13F form, also known as a report of investment manager, is a quarterly report that investment advisors registered with the Security and Exchange Commission, or SEC, and must file if they manage at least $100 million in asset. The 13F form lists all of the publicly traded securities the investment advisor owns as of the end of the reporting period. Just a list of institutional investors involved in the purchase of Tesla stock, but of course there's many more. Norges Bank, Jane Street, Morgan, Royal Bank, Bank of Montreal, Clear Street, Deutsche Bank, Barclays, Winslow, Shanda, Goldman, Bank of America, Invesco, Renaissance, and Healthcare Ontario, and all this comes from tip ranks. Altogether, 482 hedge funds increased holdings in Tesla. INC submitted to the SEC. The hedge funds that hold the most shares of Teslas are Theophanes, Colocotrons, Philip Lafont, and Cathie Wood. In the last quarter, hedge funds have increased their holdings in Tesla by 376.6k shares. Retail investors get spooked by the media, while these hedge fund managers know about the value of a company and future earnings. The alleged arson attack against Tesla Giga Berlin did not just halt the electric vehicle maker's Model Y production for several days, it also cost over €1 million in repair. This was, at least, as per information shared from the German press agency. As per report, Alexander Monte-Bauer, the head of the regional network operations, EDIS, quoted the amount during a meeting last Wednesday at the Brandenburg State Chancellery. Such repair costs, while high, seems understandable considering that teams reportedly worked around the clock finishing the repairs on a managed electricity pylon. The attack against Giga Berlin was claimed by an anti-Tesla group that called itself the Vulcan Group. It seems that now Ford is planning to delay some electric vehicle plans in favor of a lineup of a small, compact 25,000 EV that could launch shortly after Tesla's launches, a car the same price point, a new report says. Of all legacy automakers that have made a truly dedicated effort to transition to EVs, Ford and GM are arguably the most committed. However, Ford has felt the growing pains of launching EVs, including fighting for profitability and suffering the blow of losing tens of thousands on every unit it sells. During the most recent earnings call, the company said it would slow down production of its EV, including the F-150 Lightning. Elon Musk's recent interview with Don Lemon dropped on various platforms. One of the discussion point was the Tesla CEO's use of ketamine to fight depression.
But you've admitted that you have a ketamine prescription.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Well, I mean, it's pretty private to ask somebody about a medical prescription, you know. But I think it's something I'd say, like, there are times when I have sort of I don't know, like a negative chemical state in my brain, like depression, I guess, you know, is or like depression that's not linked to any negative news, and then ketamine is helpful for getting one out of a negative frame of mind.
Now, this is just my personal opinion, but I believe it was very brave for Elon to admit his issue with depression and how he coped with it. This might be helping someone else, and that is dealing with the same health issue. And this is what Jim Cramer said on CNBC. I'm starting to really like Jim Cramer.
It's actually a shame. Here's a man who admits that he has depression, admits that he takes a drug that has helped millions of people. And for that, he's pilloried. I mean, I think the guy is basically, I know it's hyperbole to say what he did, but I defend him as much as possible because there are many people who would never be brave enough to admit that they take this drug. And yet this drug is a lifesaver. Lifesaver meaning it saved a lot of people from killing themselves.
This is interesting. Shell is to close 1,000 gas stations to focus on EV charging deployment. Gas and oil giant Shell is looking to close as many as 1,000 retail gas stations in the coming year as it pivots toward deployment of electric vehicle charging stations. In its latest energy transition strategy report, England-based Shell says it plans to close 500 retail sites per year in 2024 and 2025. The company plans to instead focus on scaling its public EV charging network and hopes to bring total charging points up to 200,000 by 2030, up from around 54,000 today. We are focused on public charging rather than home charging because we believe it'll be needed most by our customers, Shell writes. We have a major competitive advantage in terms of location, as our global network of service station is one of the largest one in the world. It appears that this Tesla Cybertruck ramp is seeing some serious progress. As per a recent post on social media, Tesla noted that Giga Texas has been able to produce 1,000 Cybertrucks worth the 4680 battery cells in 1 week. The milestone was announced by Tesla's official account for the Cybertruck on X. Tesla watchers, such as the limiting factor, who closely watches the electric vehicle maker's battery effort, noted that Giga Texas 4680 output translates to a 6.2 gigawatt hour per year run rate. That is a 24% improvement compared to the 5.0 gigawatt hour per year run rate estimated back in October of 2023. It would then be quite interesting to see if Tesla could provide some insights into Giga Texas 4680 production on its Q1 2024 earnings call. Giga Texas battery production activities would likely only get better from this point forward, so it would not be surprising if the facility 4680 battery cell output improves even further in the coming month. Elon Musk, for his part, noted back in October that Tesla is looking to produce about 200,000 Cybertrucks per year, and if things go well, the all-electric pickup truck could increase its production to 25,000 units in 2025. Considering Giga Texas' recent 4680 milestone, it would appear that Tesla is making some serious headways into the Cybertruck production plans. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to know who else is bullish on Tesla, you should watch this video next. My name is Claudia. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.